So let me try to break down what the academy looks like. It's an immersive experience locally. I'm only accepting 10 candidates locally because these are the ones that I really want to concentrate on face-to-face time with for leadership development. These are the ones that have the potential to move on to level 2, where they can be certified as Ekklesia trainers themselves. Now, level 1 is its own kind of process. We're going to go deep into spiritual formation, deep into an experiment of compressed discipleship, really getting our foundations fixed in the gospel of grace, the word of righteousness, our new identity in Christ. We can't act with authority when we live under condemnation. We can't be a new creation under the old covenant. So there's groundwork to be laid, and many older saints, older disciples routinely tell me, I've been a Christian for 30, 40, 50 years. I've never heard these truths. I feel so liberated. I wish I had heard these, years and decades before.
I'm just amazed.
Mind changing.
We have now an authority to overcome.
Changed my perspective.
You'll really be blown away by the grand story and narrative.
We're playing church. Life changing.
Apostolic foundations have a sequence and an order for producing an optimal disciple. If we're going to disciple nations, we have to be thoroughly discipled in the ways of Christ, in fellowship with Christ, in communion with Christ, in participation in his nature and identity at the most significant and fundamental levels of our existence. So it's a compressed discipleship experiment, but that is unto a sense of mission. It's unto developing an Ekklesia mindset, not churchianity, not the dominant models of celebrity culture and platform and building the large infrastructure. No, Embassy Ekklesia Leadership Academy is a part of a movement to raise up leaders who can plant and establish outposts of heaven all over the earth. Divine embassies, parliaments of prayer that don't have the infrastructure requirements of a large church, don't have the human resource issues, don't have the financial resource issues. We come together as Jesus called us in 2 and 3 groups of 5 and 10, meeting in homes with a sense of identity, authority, and the burden of prayer resting on our lives so that we can legislate in intercession the agenda of heaven. These outposts of heaven are positioned on the very thresholds of hell. We want to engage the dark issues of culture, ideologies, and powers that preside over school boards, that preside over city councils, that preside over regional territories and even nations. We want thriving outposts of heaven with people who know who they are and know how to pray, that can proliferate quickly and easily with health, with a sense of community, with a sense of mission. That's my mission with the Embassy Ekklesia Leadership Academy, to raise up those that can help plant others. So there's a certificate of completion for the local experience, and there is an online expression of this. It's much cheaper, it's much more flexible, and you get to connect to all of the sessions with live interaction. So it's an online hybrid class experience with those that are present locally. I'm taking 20 online and 10 in Kansas City. I'm intentionally keeping it small. I want to focus on personal attention, personal interaction, but the local expression has a lot more options of access to leaders, Zoom coaching and mentoring in between the monthly gatherings, club sessions to interact with other leaders I'm bringing in, guys like Lou Engle and Andrew Whalen, Greg Seamus and Art Lucier and Chris Berglund and Mark Brisebois, and national and international leaders and friends that are going to help facilitate and guide, download and deposit, activate out of their gifts, dreaming gifts, prophetic gifts, apostolic gifts. We want to dig deep into the Word and have times of revelation. And so part of laying these foundations is utilizing a flipped classroom model where you're going to have things to do at home before we ever get together. That way, we aren't wasting time trying to cover material that I've already recorded in 3 10 to 12 hour courses: the total superiority of the new covenant, the power of your new creation life, and the calling and purpose of the Ekklesia. Each of these have roughly 60 sessions that are just 7 to 15 minutes each. You're going to get lifetime access to those courses. You're going to get the study notes, the companion booklet, and that forms a backbone curriculum that you will work on month by month in advance of our gatherings. This is true for both the core experience online and those who come to Kansas City. So there is work to be done while you're at home. There's a renewing of the mind and a stretching of your imagination, renewing in the gospel, forming and reforming, putting down deeper roots and squaring our foundation so that we can then come to our times with energy and vision for the next step and the next step as we progress to molding leaders who can raise up healthy ecclesias, dynamic, activated, intercessory teams that know how to pick a target in prayer and contend for victory so that inch by inch the dominion of Christ expands across the earth. Join us May 9th, beginning May 9th, for a Thursday evening through a Sunday noon, the core experience online, the select group of 10. The 10 will need to apply and be approved. The core experience can register and you're automatically approved. And over the course of these 5 months, I believe the Lord is going to do significant things in your life and through your life in your cities, your regions, and in the nations of the earth. I look forward to seeing you.